All right, let's dive in. Today, it's all about astronaut Sunita Williams.
Oh, an excellent choice.
We're really going deep with this one,
Yeah.
using From Failure to the Stars.
Awesome.
I mean, everyone knows she spent over 322 days in space.
Right.
But I think there's a whole other side to her story.
Absolutely.
Canceled missions, a water leak during a spacewalk,
Oh, wow.
even running a marathon in space. It's wild.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable.
To help us break it all down, we have our expert.
Happy to be here.
So before we get into all that,
Sure.
let's start with her background.
Yeah.
I mean, Indian and Slovak heritage, U.S. Navy helicopter pilot.
It's quite the resume, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
Do you think those early experiences kind of shaped her for space travel?
You know, I think you have to consider the focus a helicopter pilot needs, that split-second decision-making and the pressure of working with a crew. It's a pretty good simulation of what astronauts face.
It's almost like astronaut boot camp. So then 1998 comes along, and NASA selects her for their astronaut program.
Big moment.
Can't even imagine that training.
Oh, it's years of intense prep, mentally and physically really demanding.
Wow.
Learning spacecraft systems inside and out.
Oh, I bet.
Simulations that mimic the toughest conditions imaginable.
You're really pushed to the limit, I imagine.
Oh, absolutely. The absolute max.
And Sunita clearly crushed it.
She did.
2006, she blasts off on the Space Shuttle Discovery, heading to the ISS.
Yeah.
But this mission wasn't just about getting to space, right?
No, not at all.
This is where the record-breaking starts.
This is it. A spacewalk that lasted, get this, 50 hours and 40 minutes.
50 hours.
50 hours and 40 minutes broke the record for longest spacewalk by a woman.
That's more than 2 days straight outside a spacecraft.
It is.
I can't even imagine the concentration and stamina that takes.
It really shows her strength, both mental and physical, especially with all the risks involved.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, spacewalks, those are some of the most dangerous things astronauts do. Oh, for sure.
Essentially working in a vacuum, crazy temperature swings.
And a whole other level of intensity.
Yeah, it really is.
So that spacewalk was a success, but later on, she faced a very different situation.
Yeah.
You mentioned a water leak.
Yeah. 2012, another spacewalk.
Okay.
Malfunction in her spacesuit, and water starts leaking into her helmet.
Oh, no.
And you gotta understand, water in space, it's a huge threat.
Really?
Messes with vision, breathing, even causes dangerous temperature drops.
That sounds terrifying.
It is. Really dangerous situation.
I think I'd panic, but I'm guessing panic isn't an option for an astronaut.
Not really, no. Sunita, she just relied on her training.
Right.
Stayed calm, followed protocol, communicated with her team back on Earth,
Wow.
managed to get back to the ISS safely.
It's amazing how she handled that pressure.
Yeah.
But you mentioned earlier her journey hasn't been all smooth sailing.
Right.
Not just, near-death experiences on spacewalks either.
Yeah, we have to talk about the 2014 mission, the one that got canceled.
Oh, right. She was supposed to pilot Boeing's Starliner.
Huge deal.
Huge. She would have been the first person at the helm.
Wow.
But then, technical issues, delays, and the whole mission gets scrapped.
I mean, after all that prep and excitement,
I know.
that must have been crushing.
Oh, absolutely. Years of your life training for this one mission.
Yeah.
And then it's just gone.
Just like that.
Poof.
It makes you wonder how you even come back from that.
It's tough.
But I guess that's what we're talking about when we say resilience.
Exactly.
I mean, how do you even bounce back from something like that?
It's not easy.
But I guess that's what makes her story so interesting.
It really is. I mean, you see how she handles setbacks and turns them into opportunities.
Right. Like a true testament to resilience.
Absolutely. It's a lesson for all of us.
Yeah, wait.
Setbacks happen, but it's what we do with them that matters.
So true. Okay, now, beyond the astronaut,
Yeah.
there's this whole other side to Sunita that's just fascinating.
Right.
Like, did you know she ran a full marathon while on the ISS?
Oh, yeah. The Boston Marathon from space?
I mean, come on.
It's incredible, isn't it?
26.2 miles on a treadmill.
Special treadmill. Yeah.
Up in space.
Talk about dedication, right?
I can barely run around the block.
But think about training for a marathon in zero gravity.
Oh, man.
It's wild.
It really shows how important physical and mental well-being is to her.
Absolutely. Even in that environment,
Totally.
that kind of discipline, that understanding of staying grounded, it's crucial.
And speaking of staying grounded,
Yeah.
her love for her dog, Gorby, it really comes through in her story.
It does. She's talked about how important that bond was, especially with the isolation of space travel.
It's amazing how something like that can connect you back to Earth.
Powerful connection, even when you're hundreds of miles away.
Hundreds of miles away.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just emotional ties to Earth. Her
Right.
training took her to some pretty intense places.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read NASA uses it as a training ground
Yeah, they do.
because of how isolated and harsh it is.
It's the perfect simulation for space, you know?
Really?
The isolation, the crazy weather, the need to rely on your team.
Oh, wow.
It mirrors the challenges of space exploration perfectly.
It really makes you appreciate how much goes into preparing astronauts.
It's a lot.
And it's not just physical either, right?
No, not at all.
Sunita, she gets the importance of mental and emotional well-being, too.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, she even did yoga on the ISS.
Dedicated yogi.
Wow, even in zero gravity.
She found ways to adapt her practice.
That's impressive.
Yeah, she understood taking care of her mental and physical health.
Right.
It was crucial for her to perform at her best.
It's inspiring to see how she prioritizes that balance.
It is.
I mean, talk about a demanding environment.
Right.
So her accomplishments as an astronaut are incredible.
Incredible.
But she's not done yet.
Oh, no, not even close.
These days, maybe not setting spacewalk records.
Yeah.
But she's become a vital mentor for younger astronauts, especially women.
Yeah, the knowledge and experience she has to share is invaluable.
Talk about passing the torch.
Inspiring the next generation.
And speaking of the future of space exploration,
Mm-hmm.
she's part of the Artemis program,
Oh, yeah, big time.
headed us back to the moon.
And eventually, Mars.
Amazing. Her expertise is crucial for that.
Absolutely.
And it's not just NASA either.
No.
She's also collaborating with private space companies.
Like Boeing and SpaceX.
So cool.
A whole new era for space exploration.
And she's right there on the leading edge.
She is.
This willingness to work across different sectors,
Mhm.
it shows how adaptable she is.
Totally.
Dedicated to pushing those boundaries.
Yeah, no matter who's leading the charge.
But beyond all the missions and achievements,
Yeah.
there's something else that really stands out about Sunita.
What's that?
Her dedication to inspiring others,
Oh, absolutely.
especially those interested in STEM.
Especially young girls. She's a huge advocate for STEM education.
I could see why.
She knows how tough it is for women to break into fields like aerospace engineering.
Oh, yeah, it's still very male-dominated.
It is. Having role models like her is so important.
It shows young people, especially girls,
Right.
that there are no limits.
Exactly.
It's about breaking barriers and opening opportunities for everyone,
Couldn't agree more.
showing them that the sky is not the limit
Literally.
when it comes to their dreams.
And she's living proof that those dreams can come true.
Absolutely. With passion, perseverance,
And resilience.
Sunita's story, it really makes you think.
Yeah.
Maybe we all put limits on ourselves.
It's easy to do.
If someone can run a marathon in space,
Right.
what's stopping us from reaching our own impossible dreams?
It's a great question. We get caught up in what we think we can't do.
Right.
But Sunita, she shows us we can do a lot more than we think.
I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Life-threatening situation during a spacewalk,
Right.
mission canceled after years of training,
Heartbreaking.
and she still comes out on top.
She's amazing, though.
That never give up attitude, it's incredible.
It really is. No matter what happens, she adapts, keeps moving forward.
Exactly. She doesn't see setbacks as failures,
Yeah.
just opportunities for growth.
That canceled Starliner mission
Oh, yeah.
could have been devastating for anyone else.
Right.
But she just channeled that energy into other things.
Like mentoring, Artemis, working
Yeah.
with private companies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Always looking for new ways to contribute, to push the boundaries.
With such purpose and dedication.
It's inspiring.
It really is.
Yeah.
Her story reminds us that success isn't just about the destination.
Right.
It's about the journey, the challenges, the impact we make along the way.
And Sunita's impact, it goes way beyond her own achievement.
Absolutely.
Her work for STEM education, especially for girls.
So important.
It's paving the way for a more diverse future in space.
It's about inspiring the next generation to dream big.
Reach for the stars, right? Literally and figuratively. And she proves those dreams can become reality.
With enough passion, perseverance.
And resilience.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive into Sunita's life,
Yeah.
I want to leave you with this. What dream would you chase if you knew failure was just a step along the way?
What boundaries would you push? What legacy would you leave behind? Take a page from Sunita's book.
Yeah.
The only limits are the ones we set for ourselves. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey.